Good afternoon, guys and girls. We got Bob, we got Keith, we got Mikey. At a wave, Mike. We got Larry, and we got yours truly, Rob. Thank you guys for joining us. Um, Travis in traffic tonight. Um, our man Harris, I've heard from him. He may have some personal issues going on tonight. He may not be here. Tim gave us our picks last night. I will give you Tim's picks. And look there, we got a horn going off. It's magic, folks. Last week's college picks. Let's update you guys with that. Mike,
Woo.
Mike, 13 and 27. Rob,
Last
14
big
and
one.
26. Larry and Tim, 18 and 22.
Hey, Sean.
Bob, 19-21. Keith, 20 and 20. And Harris, 23 and 17. Harris, we'll give you a big hand clap
Yeah.
if you're able to join us in a little bit. I hope you are, my friend. We got some big games going to go happening this week. A few blowouts last week, and we're going to get right to it, guys. We're going to try to make Andy Reid's son, Britt Reid, sentenced to 3 years in prison. Yeah, he's in some trouble. Alex, if you'd like to join us, all you got to do, let us know. Bob,
forget
to hear about that.
Zimmer's son.
Yeah,
Bob,
that I was gonna say.
welcome to
Glad
us
to
with
hear
us
about
tonight,
that.
Bob. You ready to lead us off?
Okay, let's go.
Bob's going to bat the leadoff spot tonight. We got Texas, the Longhorns. Thank you, my dear. She brought me a big soda. So
Hey, darling.
That'll be work out. We got the Longhorns. They're 1.5 favorites. They're heading to Kansas State, and the total 56 and a hook. Bob, how you like it?
Kansas State in under.
Bob goes Kansas State, and you say
Under.
under. Keith,
What was the line?
1.5 for Texas, 56 and a hook total.
Texas and I'll go under.
All right.
I was wrestling with that one.
All right. Mike,
Texas and Kansas State. Big matchup in the Big 12. Kansas State, after destroying Oklahoma, making Oklahoma useless. Texas, God only knows which Texas team's going to show up, but they also made Oklahoma useless. And it's basically a pick'em game. And
basically 1.5.
shoo, Texas is the home. No, Kansas State's the home team, correct?
Yes.
So
Kansas
in
State.
this particular case, we're gonna go with Kansas State, and we're gonna take it under.
All right. We got Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kansas State on this one, and we'll take the over.
All right. Texas coming off a bye. Texas, look, first game of the year, Keith came up and said, Rob, they were one or two good plays from beating Alabama. And I've looked at Kansas State's schedule. They really, I mean, yeah, they've beaten some decent teams, and they have really rocked a couple of good teams. But I think Texas right here is a spot for them. I think they want that Big 12 championship. We'll find out. I'll take Texas and the over. Tim goes
Yeah, I think
Kansas.
Texas is a dangerous team to play.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's going Kansas State in the over. Keith,
Oh.
we got UCLA. They're 6.5 point favorites on the road at Arizona State. Take it away, my friend.
I think UCLA will cover that. 6.5. Yeah.
Yep.
And what was the over under?
61 and a hook.
61 and a half.
Yeah.
I'll go under again.
All right. Mike.
Arizona State's a mess right now. They got no coach. They got few players that are good, and UCLA's trying to find a way to win this conference. But 6.5, we're doing it normal. UCLA, we're taking them, and the Over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to take the UCLA Bruins,
All right.
and I'll go the under.
All right.
What was the line on that? Did you say 6.5? Because that or was it
6.5.
more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the CBS has them up 10.5.
Really? It's a couple of them. It's bounced up and down since then.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, go for it.
That's your turn.
Oh, okay. That's right. Tim decided to go with UCLA in the under. And I'm not breaking stride here. I like UCLA here. I really do. I'm going UCLA. I think it will go a little over. Bob.
Let's go with UCLA and under.
All right. We go to Mike.
Me.
Oklahoma. The Sooners are a 6-point favorite going to Kansas to play the Jayhawks.
Well,
68 and a hook. How about that?
68 and a hook. Well, Kansas had their run. They had their fun. They got on national TV. They looked TV. Yeah. They looked okay, but I think the roller coaster ride is on its way down. Oklahoma, no bargain either, but against Kansas, Oklahoma's the better team. I think I'm going to have to take Oklahoma, and I think I'm going to have to take the under because it might be a blowout.
Larry.
Yeah, what's the line on that?
6 points for Oklahoma.
6 points. Okay.
68 and a hook. Uh-huh.
Too many.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Oklahoma and the under.
Uh-huh. Tim said Oklahoma and over. And Rob thought about it, and I just don't see where Kansas is going to put a lot of points on the board. 68's a lot for one team to put up. I don't think they will. I like Oklahoma. Oh, you know what? I am sorry, folks. I am sorry. It's Oklahoma State. Let me rewind. Let me rewind.
Man.
That Oklahoma State is just Oklahoma State's better than Oklahoma.
My bad. We have to rewind. Let's go to Mike. Oklahoma State, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
6-point favorites at Kansas.
Mike,
nothing has happened. Go for it again. I apologize, guys.
Those are the Cowboys I really like. Oklahoma State is okay. It's better than the Red right now. And Kansas, like I said before, Kansas's roller coaster ride is on the downswing, and I think
you're still going to take Oklahoma.
Absolutely. I'm going to take Oklahoma State, and they score a lot of points, but Kansas is not going to score that many, so I still take the under.
All right. Sorry about that, Larry. Oklahoma State now. Now you can take Kansas if you care to.
Oklahoma State. I think they're going to bounce back. There's no way. I don't see how they played so bad last week. But I think they're going to bounce back this week. And I still take the under.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
Tim took the over. Like I say, the Cowboys they're better than the Sooners right now. They really are. So Kansas may score, but I don't think they quite get 68 points and 68 and a half. I'll go under. Bob.
Oklahoma State and under.
All right. Keith.
Same here, Oklahoma State and the under.
All right. Sorry, guys. All right. We go to Larry. Penn State, the Nittany Lions, 13 and a hook favorites. They're going to Indiana.
Indiana
53 and a hook is a total.
And what was the line?
13 and a hook, Penn State.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Penn State and the
over.
All
right. Tim took Penn State and the under. I think this could be a high-scoring game, but I don't think it quite hits that. I'll take Penn State. I'll take the under, though. Bob.
Penn State and under.
All right.
Same
Keith.
here. Penn State and the under.
Mike.
Penn State is suffering after losing to Michigan and Ohio State. And it's against Indiana. I think they're going to take their frustrations out. We're going to go with Penn State, and we're going to go. I think I'll go with the under as well.
All right. We go to me now. We got Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, going to TCU. Don't we only have 5 undefeateds left?
Yeah.
5 undefeateds. I'm pretty sure it's only 5 left. 1 gets knocked off this week. We're only going to have 4 after this week. But it could be more than that. TCU is a 7.5 favorite at home. Total of 70.5. Tim says he likes TCU in this ball game, and he's going over the total. I'd wrestled with this one for a while, but TCU is coming home here. I realize they had problems with West Virginia last week. West Virginia gave them a lot of fits, but that was on the road. That was in the mountain climate. I think TCU comes back and plays like they really can. I still don't think they're going undefeated this year, but I don't think Texas Tech is the team to beat them. I'm going TCU. I'm going the under. Bob.
I'm going with you, Rob. TCU and under.
All right. Keith.
I'm going with Tim. TCU and the over.
All right. Mike.
Texas Tech and TCU. The Horned Frogs have played some really close games, 4 in a row, by the way. And Texas Tech, they love to score. Okay? It's going to be too close for me. So I'm going to take Texas Tech, and I'm going to go over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm going with Mike here. I'm going Texas Tech and the over.
All right. Bob. We got the Naval Academy, not the naval on your chest, but on your stomach. We're going to the Naval Academy here. Going to go play in the Cincinnati Bearcats down in Southern Ohio. Cincinnati is 20.5-point favorites. Total 48 and a hook. Go for it, Bob.
What was the total again?
48 and a hook.
Cincinnati and over.
All right. Keith.
Yeah. Geez, I just don't know how many points Navy's going to score, but I'll do that as well. Cincinnati and the over.
Mike.
Cincinnati and Navy. Cincinnati's going to run all over Navy. Navy's going to get tired by the fourth quarter. I'm going to take the Bearcats, and I am going to go under.
Larry.
Oh, this is bad. I'm going with Mike again. I'm going Cincinnati.
Oh, God.
And the under.
You know, Harris would have something to say about that.
Tim elected to go with Cincinnati, and he's going with the under. Rob's going to go Cincinnati and the under because I think Naval Academy keeps the ball on the ground so much. They're not a premier passing team. I think there's going to be a lot of punts in this game by Navy. And I just don't say Cincinnati scored 50 points in this game. I think the clock's going to run a lot. 41-0 or something. It's going to come close, but I'll still go with the under. We go to Keith. Arizona, the Wildcats, going to Utah to play the Utes. The 2 Utes, the 3 Utes, they're 16.5-point favorites. Total of 67.5. Take it away, Keith.
I guess I'll go with the Utes and the over. Over.
All right, Mike.
What time does the game start? That's a factor to me.
It must be early because generally
if it's early, if it's early, wow. Because if It's one of those typical.
I don't think it's a 9 o'clock game Eastern time.
It's not
or
one of
8
those
o'clock.
9:30 games. No, if
No.
it was a 9:30 game, I'd go one way. But in this way, Arizona, you can have them. I'm gonna go with the Utes because I've been trying to follow them all year. I'm gonna go under
All right.
because
Larry.
it's an afternoon game.
Yeah, I got Utah on this one, and I'm going with the under.
All right. Cam went against us, folks. He went with Arizona in this ball game, and he says he thinks it's going to go a high-scoring game. He's going the over. Rob, I think one team's going to score a lot of points, and the other team's not going to score many. And I don't quite think they hit the 67. I like Utah. I like the under. Bob.
Utah and under.
All righty. We go to Mike. We got Michigan State, the Spartans. They are short 8 players already, and it could be more by the weekend. We already know that. They're heading to Illinois, maybe one of the hottest teams in the Big Ten, other that's not named Ohio State or Michigan. Illinois is 8.5 favorites, 44.5 total. Go for it, Mike.
8.5.
Yeah.
Wow. This line has gone down since Sunday morning. Sunday morning, it was a 16.5-point favorite for Illinois.
Wow.
Okay? And Michigan State doesn't have a good record against them. Michigan State is in trouble. Michigan State's got a lot of pressure on them. They've lost a lot of players. But it's gonna be a close game. So we're gonna go with Sparty, and we're gonna go. What was the number on that? 50?
44.5.
Over.
So you're taking Michigan State in the
Yes,
over?
I am.
CBS
Larry.
still throws Illinois a 16-point favorite, but it's 8.5. I guess.
Yeah, it went down. It went to 8.5. Yeah.
16
Yeah,
and a
I'm
half
going with
points.
Illinois
Uh-huh.
and the over.
All right. Tim elected to go with Illinois and the over. And you know what? Look, Michigan State has so many problems, not the least of which is Illinois. They got to play. Full strength, I don't think they could beat Illinois. Down players, they're not going to beat Illinois. They're on the road, too. Illinois, I'm going the over. Bob.
What's the down and over?
8.5, Illinois favored, 44.5.
Illinois and under.
All right. Keith.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Illinois and the under.
All right. We got Larry. Oregon, the Ducks, 23.5-point favorites this week, going to the Colorado Buffaloes. 60.5 is a total. Go for it.
You said 20?
23.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, 23. All right, I'm going to go with Colorado and the points,
All right.
and I'll go over.
All right. Tim elected to go with Oregon. He said Oregon's going to be the only team to score in this game. He went with the under. I tend to think Oregon's going to be the only team to score in this game, and I think they're going to put 50 or 60 on the board. I'm going Oregon. I'm still going to go over the amount. Bob.
Oregon and over.
All right. Keith.
Oregon, and what was the over-under?
60.5.
I'm going to go under that.
All right.
CBS is showing Oregon a 31.5-point favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Mike.
Oh, Oregon, the track meet. Oh, I hope they have. I hope they wear green-colored uniforms this week. I think that's the only decision that's going to be made. Is it going to be green? Is it going to be white? Is it going to be black? Why? Because Oregon is going to run all over
Maybe yellow.
Colorado, and maybe Colorado will score about. Maybe Oregon will let them have 20 points or so. Oregon will score maybe 55, 60 points. Over.
All right, it's coming back to me. Ohio State, 30 and a hook point favorites this week at Northwestern. 61 and a hook is the total. Tim says he likes Ohio State, and so good, he's going over that total of 61 and a hook. I like Ohio State, but I think they're going to be the only team that scores, and I'm not sure they're going to quite get that amount. I'm going Ohio State. I'm going the under. Bob.
Ohio State and under.
Keith.
I agree. Ohio State and the under.
Mike.
Do you know the last time Northwestern won a game? In August.
1909.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. It was in August they didn't win. Here's the problem, though. What was that? I don't know if Ohio State's going to just keep the gas pedal running, or are they going to stop after the third quarter and say, here, your second string. And maybe in the fourth quarter, here, your third string. I'm going to take Northwestern because of that, and I'm going to go under.
Hold on just a second, Larry. We got a little something going on here. Welcome, my friend.
There he is.
Mike, you went Northwestern and under?
And the under, yes.
All right.
And that's because Ohio State's going to take the pedal off.
Harris,
in the third quarter.
how's everything?
So far, so good. What happened last Monday? He had surgery to remove the bottom third of his esophagus.
Now,
They had
I have not told anybody anything, so clue people in as to what's going on here.
Yeah, my brother had surgery last Monday for cancer. The bottom third of his esophagus had to be removed, and
That hurts.
he ended up being rushed in again today because something actually burst in the stitches.
Ooh.
But it seems to be everything's going to be okay. He's going to be in ICU for a few days. And, it's just going to be a track meet back and forth to the hospital.
Gotcha.
I hope
We'll take your pick here. We'll take your pick right here in
All
just a
right,
second.
they do think they got all the cancer. That's the good thing.
Good.
Oh, good.
Larry, Ohio State, Northwestern.
Yeah, I got Ohio State and the under.
All right. We'll go ahead and take Harris here, his pick. Ohio State, 30 and a hook favorites at Northwestern.
In the total,
61 and a hook.
Ohio State in the over.
All right. Now let's see. Oregon, 23 and a hook at Colorado.
Harris, because we did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harris, we're letting you catch up, Harris.
All right, Oregon what?
Oregon, 23 and a hook favorites at Colorado.
Oregon
60 and a half.
under.
Tell him the good news, Rob, even though he knows already.
Oh, well, he did. Yeah. I'll tell him in a minute. Michigan State at Illinois. Illinois, 8 and a hook.
I'm gonna say Illinois because I don't know who's gonna be eligible to play for Michigan State this week.
Eight players are out already.
It's probably gonna be about another dozen.
It could be. 44 and a hook.
It's gonna go over.
All right. Arizona at Utah. Utah, 16 and a half point favorites.
At Utah,
Yes.
give me Utah
67 and a hook.
under.
Navy at Cincinnati, 20 and a hook. Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
48 and a hook.
That's still gonna go under.
All right. Texas Tech at TCU. TCU, 7 and a hook.
TCU.
70 and a hook.
Wow.
Yes,
I still think I'm gonna take the over.
All right. Penn State at Indiana. Penn State 13.5.
Oh, Penn State without a doubt here.
53 and a hook.
That's going to go over.
All right. Oklahoma State at Kansas. Oklahoma State 6-point favorites.
Kansas.
Okay, you don't want to take them. 68 and a hook.
Under.
All right, UCLA 6 and a hook favorites at Arizona State.
UCLA's favored on the road.
Yeah.
They've only lost one, hadn't they?
I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah, but still, give me. Oh man,
6 and a hook.
give me Arizona State
All right, 61 and a half.
over.
Texas Longhorns 1.5 favorites at Kansas State.
Damn, the garbage bowl. K-State
56 and a hook.
under.
All right. Okay, we're all caught up. All right, let's go to Harris. He'll lead this one off. Kentucky at Missouri. Kentucky, a 3-point favorite, 44 and a hook.
Give me Missouri in the over.
All right, Tim went Missouri and the over. Kentucky cannot play as shitty a game as they did last week. They played as bad as they could. This 5-star quarterback, those 4 INTs, he's going to clean it up this week. I think they're going to beat Missouri by more than 3. I'll take Kentucky. I'll go the over. Bob.
What was the line again?
Kentucky, 3-point favorites at Missouri, 44 and a hook.
Give me Kentucky and over.
All right. Keith.
I'm going to go with Missouri and over.
All right. Mike.
You know, like you said, they have a great quarterback in Kentucky, but yeah, I can see that. Is Missouri that good? No. I'll take Kentucky, and I'll go over.
All right, Larry.
I'll take Kentucky also, and the over.
All right. Coming back to me. We got Oregon State. The Beavers going to Washington to play the Huskies. The Huskies are a 3-point favorite, 60 and a hook. Tim likes Washington. He'll give up in points and go under. I'm the same way. I like Washington in this game. I'll take the points. I'll give the points away, and I'll go under. I like Washington, though. Bob.
I'll take that also.
All right. Keith.
I'll keep it going. Washington and the under.
Mike.
Yeah, I'll go, but I'm going to go over on the game. Are you guys going over on this game or no?
We all went under so far.
No, so I'll take Washington and the over.
All right.
You want to be different, huh?
I'm always different. Dare to be different.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Huskies and under.
All right. Harris.
We'll leave Michael out there all by himself. I'm with the rest of you guys.
All
It's
right.
okay. The island
We're
of
going to
relevancy.
We're going to Bob. The North Carolina Tar Heels. They're 7-point favorites. Coming up to Charlottesville, playing Virginia. 58 and a hook. Bob, go for it.
Give me NC and under.
Keith.
Who's North Carolina playing again?
Virginia. Cavaliers.
And they're given.
7 points.
I'll go with North Carolina. And then
58 and a hook.
58 and a hook. I'll go under.
Mike.
Virginia hasn't scored more than 20 points since opening day. What does that tell you? They ain't got an offense. North Carolina and the under.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Carolina and the under.
All right. Harris.
I'm going to be the oddball here. I'm going to take Virginia in the under.
All right. Tim liked North Carolina in this game, and he said he thinks it's going to go under. I've watched UVA play 3 times this year, and they look like they are a shell of themselves last year. They were really good offensively last year. Man, they could put 35, 40 on the board. I don't know if they can do it against North Carolina or not. It's going to be I think it's going to be a close game, though. I really do. But I think they're going to win by maybe 10 points, maybe a 30-20 game. I'm taking North Carolina. I'm going with the under. All right, we're going to Keith. Tulane, the Green Wave, heading to Tulsa. We got a top 25 matchup here. Tulane in the top 25. They're 7.5-point favorites. 58.5 total. Take it away, Keith.
No, I guess I'll go with Tulane in the over.
All right. Mike.
I've always been, ever since I went to visit that school, I've always been a big Tulane fan. I always loved the Green Wave. I'm going to the Green Wave. It's probably going to be one of those shootout affairs. Over.
All right. Larry.
Yeah, we'll go with Tulane and the over.
All right. Harris.
Tulane and over.
All right. Tim says Tulane and over. I looked at what Tulsa's played this year. They have not beaten anybody. I'm talking about not even a top 50 team this year. They are a bad team. And they had not put any points up. I'm going to take Tulane. I'm going to go with the under here. Bob.
I'm going to round it out. Tulane and under.
Tulane and the under, says Bob. All right. We go to Mike. We got the Syracuse Orange heading to Pittsburgh. And the Panthers are 2.5 favorites. 50.5 hooks a total.
That makes sense.
And they're going to Pittsburgh, which is good because Pittsburgh's a very under the radar team. Syracuse. I've never been a Syracuse fan, but if they're going to Pittsburgh, you might as well have one of those sandwiches with coleslaw on it. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh, and I'm going to go with the under.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, what was the over under here?
50 and a hook.
Huh? Yeah, I will go with Pitt and the under.
All right. Harris.
If this game was in the Dome, I'd take Syracuse at a heartbeat. But since they're playing in Pittsburgh, and it's going to go way over.
All right.
Pitt
Tim says Syracuse bounces back this week in a shootout. He says Syracuse wins and wins big. And guess what? Rob is right on his heels on this one. I like Syracuse. I think Syracuse wins this one. I don't think they can play as flat as they did last week. Syracuse big and the over. Bob.
I'll be right back.
All right.
What was the line?
2.5 points for Pittsburgh. 50 and a hook.
Syracuse and over.
Keith.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh and over like Harris. I kind of agree with what he said.
All right. We're going to have Larry take over in just a second. Let me go take off just for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Larry's pick. Let me let you guys know the next game. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the country. Number 2, Tennessee, is heading to number 1, Georgia. Georgia is 12.5 favorites. 59.5. We'll get that one when I get back.
After this station break.
We'll save your seat.
And Harris is back.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's running to do something. We just said it back in a few seconds.
Rob, you hear the line? Next game? Or not Rob, but Harris?
No, I did not.
It was we got Tennessee at Georgia.
What was that, about 36?
What was the line? I forget the line.
This program is brought to you by Ketchup.
Ketchup, huh?
Ketchup.
Oh man.
He's got some fries there, but I thought he ate most of them by now.
Not you, Bear. Come here, Lou.
Yes, Ketchup. All right. Here.
You had yours. Here, Lucy.
All right, Harris is back.
Ketchup.
Larry, this was brought to you by Ketchup. That's right. That's what the program is. Larry,
What we got? 8.5 from 59.
12 and a half.
Oh, 12 and a half.
12 and a half for Georgia. 12 and a half, 59 and a hook. Who you like?
Well, I was going to go Georgia, but I'll go Tennessee in the points now. I'll take Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
And I'll go over.
All right. Harris.
Bulldogs in the over.
All right. Tim said Georgia's going to score the majority of the points, and he still thinks that's going to go over because he thinks Tennessee can't be held down. I'm the same way. Georgia's not shutting this team out. Hendon Hooker's the best quarterback in the country, and I'm not excluding anybody. I'm looking at Stroud. I'm looking at everybody. Right now, if I had a number one pick, Hendon Hooker would be my number one pick if I needed a skill position quarterback. I like Georgia big in this ball game, though. I really do. I just think at the line of scrimmage, they're going to push Tennessee around. Once they do that, Tennessee's going to have to throw the football. If they're able to throw the football in the first quarter, if Tennessee can throw the football in the first quarter and open the game up, they got a legit chance. Other than that, I don't think so. I'll take Georgia. I'll go with the over. Bob.
Tennessee and over.
Tennessee and over. Keith.
I agree with Bob. Tennessee in the over.
Mike.
That's where college game day is going to be. It's going to be at Georgia. So I'll be watching that. No Lee again this week, I heard. They've been talking about that. But you know what? Georgia's got to find a way to stop Tennessee's attack, right? The key is whoever runs the ball late in the game has the advantage. The other advantage goes to CBS, who has this game. I'm taking Tennessee because it's not going to be – it's too many points. I'm going to go over.
All right. We're going to Harris. Alabama, the Crimson Tide, going to LSU. Alabama, 13 and a hook favorite this week. And
Why?
58 and a half.
Why are they that big of a favorite this week? I'm going to take LSU, and we're going to go over.
All right. Tim says Alabama's going to cover it and cover it easy. He went with the under in this ball game, and I'm agreeing with Harris in this ball game. In fact, at LSU, I don't understand why LSU's not favored in this game.
At least a 2-point favorite.
And they're 13. They're getting 13 in a hook. I couldn't put my name down on that paper quick enough. I like LSU over, and I'm not going to say they can't win this game outright, but I think they keep it within a field goal. Bob.
LSU and over.
All right.
I started something here.
LSU, and how many points are they at? Putting out there?
58 and a hook total.
I think it's going to be under.
All right. Mike.
Nick Saban's got one of the best rosters in football. That's why they're such a high favorite. And the only way that's going to kill Alabama is what it does every week. Cause too many stupid penalties, and they just got to make less mistakes. LSU is fine. Kelly's okay. But Alabama's got enough power. And I think they're going to cover. I'm going to take Alabama. And I'm going to take the game. And I'm going to take the game over.
Over. Larry.
Now I'm going to take LSU and the under.
All right.
They got Georgia
Oh.
number 3.
Huh?
Georgia
Yeah,
number
Georgia
3.
at number 3 this week. Okay, hold on for a second. The standings is number 1 Tennessee.
They haven't got that far yet. Should be about 30 seconds away.
I'm going to say Ohio State's number 1. So Michigan must be number 4.
5.
Clemson is 4.
Clemson is ahead of Michigan. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Ohio State, too.
Ohio
Ohio
State
State.
2. So Tennessee's number 1.
Tennessee's number 1.
Tennessee is 1. So if CBS has any integrity this week, they should put Tennessee 1 at number 3 Georgia, but they will not do that. They've already all week long have said number 1 Georgia,
1 and 2.
Yeah.
number 2 Tennessee. They're not gonna hold to this bullshit.
Well,
They're
it's
pissed.
like, you know what's going to happen after this week when Alabama becomes a 2-loss team? They're done.
Well, if they do lose, yeah, they're yeah. Don't forget to turn your clocks back an hour this weekend. Yes, sir, John.
That's right.
Coming back to me and Tim. Clemson,
That's the
5, one of the top 4 we hear.
They're 4.
5 and a hook point favorite at Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, 46 and a hook. Tim says Clemson by a bundle, and he's going over the total here. Rob says Clemson by a bundle. I'm going over here. Notre Dame finally gets the last sword put right in them right here. This will be their 4th or 5th loss. That will do it for their New Year's Day Bowl. Clemson over. Bob.
Who's Clemson playing again?
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Clemson and over.
Keith.
I missed the line on the over-under.
Clemson 5 and a hook favorites, 46 and a hook.
I'll go with Clemson and the over.
All right, Mike.
Here comes the stat for you. The Irish saved their best for these ACC teams. The last time they've played ACC teams, they've scored 40 points in each game. Okay?
Played Boston College.
That doesn't matter.
It does kind of matter when you put a team
When you
on
play
Boston
Boston
College's
College,
campus.
but you also play Syracuse. You played Syracuse as well.
Okay, all right.
So they scored 40 points each time.
I'm just saying, Clemson.
But there's a Michael Butt again. The Clemson's offense. Clemson's offense can give Notre Dame. Clemson's defense can give Notre Dame fits. I'm still pissed at Notre Dame anyway. I'm taking Clemson and I'm taking the over.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go Clemson and the over.
All right, Harris.
You're following me, Larry.
Is this a game that Clemson could be looking past? Could they get trapped here? I'm going to say yes. Give me Notre Dame and the over.
All right, we will see. We go into Bob. South Carolina, 7 and a hook favorites at Vanderbilt, 49 and a hook.
I don't know much about it. Give me South Carolina and under.
Keith.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. South Carolina and under.
Mike.
Is Vanderbilt still playing? I didn't know that. Yeah, South Carolina and the under.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to follow suit. South Carolina and the under.
Harris.
I'll follow the train.
All right.
Well, we're going to ride this train, huh?
And Tim says he likes South Carolina big in this game, and he wants to go under. And Rob said before that, I like South Carolina. We're all going under, all 7 of us.
And I'll be right back again.
All right. We'll come back and pick up Harris on the train when it comes back. Keith will first take Michigan. Or may not take Michigan. I don't know if he will or not. Michigan's 25 and a hook favorites this week going to Rutgers. 45 and a hook is the total. Go for it, Keith.
I'll go with Michigan in the over.
Whoops. I was writing Michigan instead of Keith's name now. Keith and the over. Mike.
Michigan's going to Rutgers?
Yes.
So it's a West Coast team going to an East Coast team.
Midwest.
I want you to look at a map. Hold on.
Ann Arbor?
All right.
What are we talking about?
All right.
Great Lake Coast.
Ann Arbor?
All right, Mike. Here's
Like
the fucking
Michigan?
East Coast.
I know. I used to
Mike,
love
here's
East
the
Coast.
fucking West Coast right here. Michigan is way the shit way over here, bro. Mike.
You said Rutgers?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Rutgers is right here.
New
I
Jersey.
know. Oh, they're going.
Michigan.
Oh, Rutgers is going
Michigan.
to Michigan.
Michigan.
No.
Michigan is not.
Still,
It's not right here.
Michigan-
That's not
Ann
Washington.
Arbor's still on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
other-
Michael
it's the
said
other Michigan.
Michigan is a West Coast team.
It's the other
Michigan
Michigan,
this
Mike.
week is a West Coast team. They're playing Rutgers.
It's not the Japanese Michigan. It's the American Michigan.
No,
We'll run-
you know why it's
Who else even
you know
spoken?
this? Michigan 30, Michigan 38, Rutgers 3. Michigan and the under.
Oh boy.
Folks,
Gotta
Any-
say something.
any lessons you learn history or geography and you take it from Mike on this program is not
That's right.
purely copyrighted by Mike and will not be released by this
Hey,
network
my
any
initials are
anymore.
MAP. What does that spell? Map.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
I guess he's not the best person to have on your GeoGuessr team.
Or I'm glad he don't fly my airplanes when I go somewhere.
No.
You go to
No.
you end up in
Larry
Sacramento.
from Northeast Ohio,
Yes.
that West Coast Michigan, 25 and a half point favorites, and they traveling
Way.
Having the
Across
Rutgers.
the country.
to Rutgers, 45 and a hook. Who you like, Larry?
Well, I'm going to go with the team up north.
There you go. There you go.
Or the team out west. It could be.
And we're going to go to the over.
Okay.
All right. Harris.
Just a quick NBA note. Steve Nash out is the
Yeah, he got
yeah.
fired. He
I
got
heard that
fired.
the
And you heard who they're going after? You know who they got? They got the suspended coach from Boston.
well that the league ain't going to allow that anyway. What's the number here, Rob?
25 and a hook, Michigan. They're traveling across the country to Rutgers.
They're traveling east.
That's a hell of a long bus ride, isn't it? Michigan and the over.
All right.
At least you know I'm picking the right team.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that.
Tim says he likes Michigan in this case, and if you got to cover 25 and a hook, you're probably almost going to have to score 45 and a hook. He's going over.
And I gotta pick a lot. Oh Lord.
All right.
The White Sox hired a
I'm
new
making
manager
notes.
today, a bench
Yes.
coach from the Royals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bench coach from the Royals went to the White Sox. And Golden Gloves went out today too. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Real Muto got that. Yeah, Michigan, man, they're just outclassing it. And look, I don't care if you look at what happened this week with Michigan and Michigan State. If you saw it on my channel, it wasn't much Michigan involved. It was mostly all Michigan
players.
State. Only one Michigan player is all it was.
No, it was two defensive backs.
But we saw the one that got his ass whipped. I mean, we
Right.
actually saw it. We witnessed it on the channel here. The other guy you couldn't even see. But he
Are
was
there going to be any
he
criminal
was-
charges brought there?
I mean, when you say
Possibly.
Criminal charges?
yes.
Very possible. That's why the other 12 players haven't been named yet.
Yeah, no, and the coach still may get fired. It would not surprise me. He still can catch it. Michigan has handled this with as good a grace as they could. They're better than Rutgers, and they're going to show it. They may put 70 on the board this week. They're going to be pissed. Michigan over. Bob.
Michigan and over.
All righty. We're going to Mike. Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons, 3-point favorites going to NC State.
I like this game.
A tough ACC rivalry. I think ACC Network's going to try to cover this one if ABC doesn't cover it.
Or ESPN.
This
They're
could be.
gonna travel a long way west.
It's probably a good national televised game. It really could be.
Yeah.
54 and a hook total.
54.
Go for it, Mike.
Wake Forest, North Carolina State. That's a good game. I think that's going to be very entertaining. You know, some of us were on the East on that Wake Forest train until it derailed last week. No names mentioned, Michael. But I'll go back on. I'll hop on the train again. I'll go with Wake Forest, and it's going to be close though. But I'll go under. I think it's going to be a little more defensive than most people say.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go NC State and the over.
All right. Harris.
NC State and the under.
I understand that it looks like the NC State quarterback still not back this week, so they're going to be running with their backup again. I like Wake Forest's chances here. Tim's running with NC State. He's going with the under. I'm going with Wake Forest. I still think Wake Forest can win the ACC. We'll see. I'm going Wake Forest in the over. Bob.
Give me NC State and under.
Keith.
NC State. And what was the over under?
54 and a hook.
I'll go over.
All right. We go to Larry. Larry, Cal, the Golden Bears. Cal, the Bears, going to USC to play the Trojans. Trojans are 21 and a hook favorites. 59 and a hook is the total. Larry.
Yeah, I'll go with USC and the under.
All right. Harris.
Damn, it's a lot. Let's go USC. I'm going to go over.
Okay. Tim enlightened me and said California had not beaten a top 25 team this year or last year. And their best win, I forgot what their best win was, but it's not very good. And they haven't won that much. He went with the over.
It was Rutgers from the West Coast.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, okay. It was one of those cross-country deals where Rutgers thought they was going to have to go cross country, but they got to stay on the West Coast. I think USC wins big here, but I don't know if they can score 60 themselves, and I don't think California's going to score much. I like USC. I'll go the under. Bob.
USC and under.
Keith.
The same, USC and under.
Mike.
USC. California, another one. It's another one of those question marks. You know, I think California and Colorado will be the most boring game in the Pac-12 this year if they haven't played yet. Give me USC, and I'm going to go over.
All right. Going to Harris.
Yo.
Harris, the last college game listed. Top 25 Liberty.
Yay! I've been waiting for this
They played
game.
well. They got the week off last week, but they're going to get tested this week against the Hogs. Arkansas. Down in Arkansas. Arkansas is a 14 and a hook favorites here. 64 and a half is a total. Go for it, Harris.
Top 25 was a very short trip. Arkansas, but we're going to go under.
All right. Tim says he likes Arkansas in the under. I saw Liberty play. I saw them push BYU around. I know BYU is not a SEC team. I know that. But they beat them 41-14. And when Arkansas played BYU, they gave up 40 points to BYU. This is a team I know Liberty can score. and I know Liberty is they are rowdy on defense. I think they're going to stick with this team, but I think this could be one of those 21-20 games at the end. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I like Liberty, and I like the under in this ball game. Plus, you go give me 14.5, but even if it was 7, I think I'd take Liberty, but anything more than that, I probably would. Bob, go for it. 14 and a hook.
Liberty and under.
All right, Keith.
Yeah, I'm going to take a chance. I'll go with Liberty and the under.
All right. Mike.
You know, Liberty's got speed. Arkansas, though, and they got a good defense from what I read. But Arkansas has fixed up their game a little bit, and they've scored at least 40 points in their last 2 games. Pre-game show coming up. But I agree with Rob. It's going to be a close game. So I'm going to go with Liberty, and I'm just going to go a little over because I think more points we scored what we think.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Liberty in the points and under.
All right. We go into the NFL last week. Mike, your dogs? Bob's dogs.
Huh? Oh.
Whose dogs?
Not mine.
Larry's got a cat. No damn one. Larry never told us he had cats and dogs, Spike.
I have no pets.
No.
My dogs have been coming in, but they just come in and sniff and leave.
Larry's got a cat back here too. No damn one. The boy, he keep a cat and a dog same room.
I know pets.
I know sometimes they like to lay together and stuff. It's pretty cool. Our NFL for the week. What's up, Nons? We did better. Mike, close your ears on this one. Mike went 13-17. Tim went 14-16. Harris went 14-16. Bob went 17-13. Keith went 18-12. Larry, Brian, and Rob all went 20-10 this week. So we didn't do too bad anyway. So
how about our lock?
Our locks of the week, we'll talk about those after we do our
Derek and Alex on the pregame show.
NFL. Let's see. Whose turn to start? Tim says choking on the Sunday and Monday night games hurt me. Me too. Me too. I could have done better too.
I told you the Browns were going to do something stupid.
Do what?
I told you the Browns were going to do something stupid.
Do something stupid and blow them off the field. Yeah, that's
boy.
Sure did, man.
I have to believe. I have a thought.
Thursday night game. The Philadelphia Eagles. They're 13-point favorites this week going to Houston to play the Texans. 43 and a hook. Go for it, Bob.
What was the total?
43 and a hook.
I don't know if Philadelphia can cover it. I'm going to take Houston and under.
All right. Here comes Tim. Keith.
I want to go with Philadelphia and the over.
All
Hey, Tim.
right.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, guys, I've already made my picks.
Hi, Tim.
That's all right, but
Tim.
Tim, when I come around and call you, you can still give them to us if
Oh,
you've got them. If you got them close by.
How was the movie?
Okay, we'll get through the first round and then I'll kind of
Right,
talk.
Mike.
Philadelphia, Houston. There you go. The Eagles are good. Houston's not bad, but they're not in the class of the Eagles. So Philly will stay undefeated. Now those are my dogs, but they're outside. I'm going to go with Philly in the under.
Philly in the under. Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go Houston and the under.
All right. Harris.
I'm going Houston and the over.
Houston and the over. Tim, tell us what you went.
I went with Philly and the over.
Yep, he did. And look, You can't go undefeated if you don't win this week. And I've said all along, the only team that can trip this team up the rest of the way is in Dallas. That is it. They're going to be 16-1 or they're going to be 17-0. They're going to blow this team out of the water. They will cover the 43.5 themselves this game. That's how big a blowout this is going to be. I'll take Eagles and over. We're going to Keith.
All right,
Sunday.
hold on. Do you mind if I throw in a little bit about the movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
go for it,
Okay,
Tim. Tell us about it, bud.
Whew, boy, they threw a lot at you all at once. I mean, there's a lot of CGI, a lot of action. Yeah, storyline kind of be damned a little bit. Did I enjoy it?
Out of 10 stars, out of 10, what would you give it? Out of a total of 10 possible.
Like 5.5 or 6.
So not the greatest.
Not the
So
greatest.
it wasn't oozy enough for you?
It was $5 Usi worth it.
Oh, it cost you $5? Cost you
Yeah,
$5?
that's why I go see movies on Tuesdays, because the local Regal Cinema has them for $5.
And
Yeah,
John,
we had
John
that in
wants
our
to know the
neighborhood,
name.
in our
Give us the
area,
full
too.
name of the movie.
Black Adam
Black Adam.
with
All
Dwayne
right.
The Rock Johnson. Now in 2 weeks, I probably won't be here because I'm going to hopefully go see Wakanda Forever.
All right. And I'll tell you what, I'll do the same way as we did this time.
All right.
And if you make it back, what I've been doing, I've been giving your pick with my pick.
All right, cool.
That's what I've been doing. All right, Keith. Sunday. I don't think we go overseas this week, do we?
No, thank
No,
God.
next-
We're done.
next week.
Next week
we
we
go
go
to
back
Germany.
to we go to Germany with
Germany
the
for the
Buccaneers. Yeah.
Overseas game of the year.
This week, Sunday, we got Brian coming. So Brian, we'll get Brian's pick here. Eagles and
Yeah.
Texans. Eagles and Texans, Brian. Eagles 13-point favorites.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give us that if you're this. This is not straight up. This is with 13.
Yeah, on
this-
the picks, I would take Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to roll over Houston.
and 43.5.
Yeah.
Probably over.
Over. Okay. We'll go to Keith now. The Colts going to the Patriots. The Patriots are 5.5 favorites at home. 39.5 is the total. Keith.
I'll go with the Patriots. Gosh, I have a feeling. I don't know. I guess I'll go with the over.
All right. Mike.
All right.
Sam the Man Erlinger. What a wonderful performance he gave last week. Oh God. And Mackey's back in town. No more Zappy for now. So let's go with the Belichicks. Let's go under.
Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Patriots here, and I'm going to take the over.
All right. Harris.
Patriots and over.
Tim, tell us what you did, my friend.
I took the Patriots, but I took the under.
Uh-huh. Brian.
What's the line again on the Indianapolis game?
The Patriots 5.5 point favorites against the Colts.
I'll go with New England, and I'll take the under.
All right. So we'll put Brian right here, and he'll go under. Yeah. Look, the Colts are a shambles. They are a withering mess, and I personally think Frank Reich is going to get fired before the end of the year. Now, it's coming out anytime you start hearing from Irsay, you know you're in trouble. Irsay says you're in fine shape. That is the kiss of doom. Patriots and over.
They fired their offensive coordinator today. Indianapolis did.
Yeah. They
doesn't
got
even
rid of the
call the
offensive
plays.
coordinator, and the Lions. Who did the Lions get? Lions got rid of somebody today too. Yeah,
Well, I've been waiting for the offensive coordinator.
Lions got rid of their. They got rid of somebody on
tight end.
offense. Oh, it may be the quarterback's coach, or offensive coordinator. One of the two. They got rid of somebody. Yeah. Patriots, Colts. Bob.
Pats and under.
Pats and under. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We go into Mike. Mike,
Hmm.
the Green Bay Packers, that hot Green Bay Packers team. All you got to do is ask Aaron Rodgers. He said, "We're going to show the Bills what for," and they did. They showed them what for, and then they came back home a beaten team. They're a 3-point favorite though, going on the road to play the Lions this week. Mike,
Going on the road indoors to play the Lions. You know, the Lions. We all thought, they had wonderful, great offense and stuff. There's one thing. There's two parts to football. There's offense and there's defense.
There's three parts. Special teams.
Oh, yeah, three parts. Okay, that's right. Thank you, Harris. But still.
I got your back. Like, don't worry. I got your back.
No, yeah, you missed after going West Coast, East Coast. I guess so. I'm going to take Rodgers, and this since the Lions got no defense, it's going to go over.
Yeah, Tim. In case you didn't know, Michigan, we found out from Michael, is a West Coast team.
Michigan was the West Coast team today.
He said Michigan was
Rutgers had to travel.
Michigan's traveling cross country to Rutgers this week. He said that was going to be the one thing that could slow them down.
Well, if you're from the UP, the Upper Peninsula, then it feels like it's cross country.
But I got my map out right here. I showed him where Washington was. I showed him where California was.
I know what California is.
From the distance between Michigan to New Jersey.
Well, it's a whole lot shorter walk than Michigan or California.
What are you taking?
That it is.
Oh boy, Larry.
And who knows? We might get that with if USC plays in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the over/under on this game?
49 to hook.
49 to hook.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to the Packers and the over.
All right.
Nice, cool night for baseball.
Harris.
The Lions might be a bad team, but I'll tell you what, I think Green Bay's worse right now. Give me Detroit in the under.
All right. Brian.
If Green Bay comes with the same physicality they had in the third quarter against Buffalo, they'll beat Detroit. So I'm taking Green Bay, and I'll take the over.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Tim, go for it, Tim.
That's all right. I also took Green Bay in the over.
Yeah, look. The Lions, the first 2 weeks of the season, gave us hope. And then the last 15 weeks, they show us they're the Lions. They show us they're the Lions, and that's exactly why I think Matt Campbell will get fired as well. I think he is on probably so. Packers may be the only team that scores in this game, and it may not. This could be a sad 12-9 game. It really could be, or I'm hoping a 13-9 because I'm thinking the Packers to cover the 3 points and go under.
I was thinking maybe 2-0.
Bob.
Bob, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bob's like, I'm sitting here damn disgusted because I can't figure out this bullshit.
And what's the line again?
Packers 3-point favorites.
Detroit and under.
All right.
Somebody agreed with me?
Yeah, they did. Keith might too.
I think Detroit's got a legitimate chance in this game, but I'm going to go with. Oh man, I hate that I said the word "but" because we got Michael here. Woohoo! Anyway, I'll go with the Packers, and I'll go with the over shootout.
All right. Okay, we go to Larry. The Chargers. They're coming across the country, Mike. They're coming all the way to they're coming all the way to Atlanta, I promise you, if they can make it here.
That's pretty good.
And the Chargers are 3-point favorites in Atlanta. And 49 and a hook here. Larry.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You're fine.
Wow.
John says you almost have a Brady Bunch set up, Rob. Yeah, but we found out last week if we get a ninth person in here, it make it square like it. Now, I might be able to change it. We might be able to change it up. See if
Come
we
on
can.
in, John. Oh,
Hey.
Oh, there you go, Rob.
Oh,
There
there
you
we go.
There we go.
Oh, Larry.
how you doing?
All right, well, let's go back here. We'll go back to this now. We'll go back to that one. All right.
Oh, here
so-
here
so
come the
Larry-
Phillies.
All right,
Chargers.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Okay.
I'll go the under.
All right. Harris.
Chargers and the over.
Tim.
I actually took Atlanta because of going cross country, and I took the over.
Brian.
I'm taking the Chargers and the over. The pass defense for Atlanta is going to get shredded by Herbert.
There's a Gold Glove winner.
You know, I like the Chargers in this ball game, but I really think the 4 players we got to watch out for this week are the 4 on the defensive line for the Chargers. I think they're going to make it mighty hard for Mariota this week. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be one of those 15 to 9 games, 15 to 10 games. I'll take Chargers, but I'm going to go way under the game, under the total here. Bob.
Give me Atlanta and under.
All right. Keith.
I'm going to go with Atlanta on the over.
All right. Mike.
You know, the Falcons are fighting for first place in that great NFC North. Oh, yeah.
Michael, they're in the
Michael,
South.
division.
They're in the South, not the North.
We're
South.
in the South. We're in the South.
Whatever. South, North, East, West, whatever.
We need to take a collection on
Uh,
it. Well,
attention,
Attention,
folks. Attention, folks. If you find out Michael Peterson is your geography teacher,
He is not.
sue the school
To the
immediately.
city.
He is not part of the Rand
I-
McNally family tree. That's
No,
for
but
sure.
I'm going to take.
When we get done,
At
I'm
least
going
I
to
know.
Amazon and sending him a globe.
At least I know it's going to be a close game. I'm going to take the Chargers, and I think a lot of points are going to be scored. Take the over.
Just
All
think that
right.
we had to rely on Michael to discover America years ago. You know, I mean, we had
Yeah.
At least he would have been of sound mind, unlike Christopher.
We'd all be
Columbus.
Russian.
Yeah, well, yeah, but where would we ended up?
Where would be rushing too, though? Where would be
Yeah,
rushing?
yeah, we'll
too?
be rushing out to get out of here.
I'm
Yeah,
a
be getting the hell
northerner.
out of Dodge, right?
And the scary part is I'm a northerner, so I know that.
Let's go to Harris. Buffalo Bills.
Who you
Once
call
again,
one?
this week they're 13.5-point favorites. They're going to the Jets. They're going to have to go right into the city. And
You know what?
47.5. Go for it, Harris.
I might be a fool here, but I love the Jets in this game. Give me the
All right.
Jets, and we're going to go over.
All right. Tim, tell us what you got.
I did not like the Jets in this game, especially if we get bad Wilson again. Even then, I like the Bills' defense. Rodgers is 17 points, but then again, the offense has to show up. But I still like the Bills to cover this, but I'll go the under.
All right. Brian, 13.5 with the Bills. You have to give up.
Yeah, I'm good with Buffalo. With the loss of Vera Tucker on the offensive line and Brees Hall, Vance Wilson's throwing the ball too much and bad things happen. I think Buffalo's going to win this game big.
Over?
Over.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, the Jets are starting to get back into old problems, and
The
no
honeymoon's
Brees.
over.
Huh?
The honeymoon is over in New York.
Yeah, and Brees Hall's out for the year. That doesn't help. That really does not help.
Yeah,
They didn't
75.
they didn't make that-
75 is huge too.
They didn't make that many good trades, and it looked like to me it would have helped them go any further. I like the Bills. I like them big time over here. Bob,
Bills and over.
Keith.
Yeah, Jets coach might want to get his receipts this week because he's got a lot of bills to pay, and I'm going to say that they're going to go over.
Mike.
Zach 3 interceptions, Wilson, against the Buffalo Bills defense. He'll probably throw 4 interceptions. Alex, I'm 4-4. I've been falling apart here on my fantasy team. I'm taking the Bills, and I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game at all. I think I'm going to go under.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills, and we'll go over.
All right. We're going to Tim. The Minnesota Vikings, 7-1. Going to that tough place in Washington to play the Commanders.
Yeah, the coach of the universe.
Coach of the year candidate here. Yeah. 3.5 point. Vikings are 3.5 point favorites, 43 and a hook. Tim.
Before I kind of give my pick,
What are you
kind of
doing?
condolences, ex-coach Mike Zimmer lost his son
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
38, so
39 years old. Yeah,
Yep.
that is a shame.
younger than I am, to
Yeah.
put it in perspective. But boy, Minnesota's just on a roll, and I don't even think the Washington defense can handle all their weapons. So I like Minnesota in the over.
All right, Brian.
I think Minnesota's going to win the game, but I'm going to pick Washington and the under. I think Washington or Minnesota, their 6-1 record, I think, is a little over their heads. Made a good trade today, but I think they've been playing over their heads a little bit.
Minnesota's only loss so far has been to the Eagles. It's not
Yeah,
coming.
but
Yeah.
the wins are like 7 points or less.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're playing Washington. They're playing in Washington. Minnesota this week wins by double digits, and they'll have it covered by halftime. And number 8 will be on the bench all of the fourth quarter. This is going to be a snooze fest. I think the Vikings probably put 30 on the board themselves. Vikings and over. Bob. Let's see. Bob's got to come back and join us here. He's putting himself on mute.
Vikings and over.
He likes the Vikings and over. Keith.
The only thing I worry about a little bit is Cousins going back to Washington. Does that affect him like these primetime games does, where he just doesn't seem to answer the bell? I'm going to guess he's going to be pretty sharp, though, and I'm going to go with the Vikings and the over. Washington's just they won 3 in a row or something, but they really aren't a bit of a team.
Mike.
The Vikings made a statement last week. They're nobody to push around. And you're right, Keith. Kirk Cousins is coming back to where he went.
Revenge game.
You know, he was a command. He was never a commander. He was
Might be the
always
best
a
Spartan to
Redskin.
play it this weekend.
You know, he was always a Redskin.
I'll send the
But
running back for
the
Seattle.
Vikings are they're just too overpowerful. I'm going to take the Vikings, and I think even I like Heineman, or I call him Heineke. I think the game will go
It's
over.
Heineke. It is Heineke.
Yeah. Larry.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm going with Vikings and the under.
All right. Harris.
Washington will not beat 2 teams in the NFC North. I have Mike North. All right,
Yes,
give me,
yes, Harris.
Minnesota, and we're going to go over.
All
Actually,
right.
they already have beaten 2 teams. in
Tim,
that division.
Tim, have we already went to you, Tim?
Bears and the
Yes,
Packers.
All right. We're going to start with Brian here. The Carolina Panthers traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are 8.5 point favorites this week. 43 and a hook, Brian.
Oh boy, Cincinnati was just scary on Halloween. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Carolina. They've never got a running game going in Cincinnati. Nixon's not being blocked for, and Burrow's been sacked 30 times. So yeah, I'm going to go with Carolina. Cincinnati might win the game, but I think Carolina will cover the points, and I'll go under.
Yeah, I looked at this point total, and I was like, what? 8 and a hook? And I'm like, no, that's way too much. That's way too much. I, in fact, I actually thought maybe the Panthers might be favored by a point and a half. They've got that pass rush. That is the one thing. It is like kryptonite against this Cincinnati team. Cincinnati's going nowhere until they fix that offensive line. and this is not going to help them.
And
I
Jamar
like it.
Chase is out, so
Yeah, Jamar Chase is out too. I like your Panthers. I like it over in this total here. Bob,
Cincinnati and under.
Keith,
I'm going to go with Carolina in the under.
Mike.
I didn't watch the game last night. What the hell happened to Cincinnati?
They never got off the bus.
Five sacks, and
Five
they went
sacks.
down 5 sacks, and they were down 23-0 before they woke up twice.
25
23. Oh my God!
Well,
This
it's
is
23
typical-
nothing after 3 quarters.
After
25
the-
nothing.
yeah,
Typical Monday night game. Oh my God!
They
all
got-
these,
they
all
got
these
Rick
games
rolled.
are
They
over
really
by
got-
the third quarter.
they got rickrolled last night.
Whoa.
Never going to give you up. You know what I'm saying? They did.
You know what? I just have some crazy hunch. You guys are talking about how great this Panther defense is and all this. I got this hunch. I don't know why. I think Burrow's going to have himself a game. I'm going to take the Bengals, and I'm going to go under.
All right, Larry,
Ooh,
go with the
10
Bengals,
with a
my
nice bow
friend.
tie.
Larry's going to tell us why the Cincinnati's going to win it too.
Yeah, what is the over under here?
Over under is 43 and a hook, and Bengals 8.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I'm going to take Panthers and the points. And I'm going to go over.
All right, Harris.
Burrow's going to have a hell of a bounce back game. Going to be turnover free. He might still have to throw from his back a couple times. But give me Cincinnati in the over.
All righty.
I'm
Tim?
sorry I spoiled it for you, Harris.
Yeah, I also I'm not sure that the Carolina wins this game, but I think they'll cover 8.5. So give me I took Carolina in the under.
All right. Comes to me now. We got the LA Raiders. They're 1.5 favorite, folks. They're going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 46 and a hook. And to me, I think this is the only place they could travel in the NFL and be a 1.5 favorite on the road. Jacksonville they are a train wreck.
Yes.
To me, they're a train wreck, and they got rid of players today. They got rid of more. Look, they're unloading. When is that kid from Green Bay going to actually show up and say, here I am. What's his name?
Devontae Adams. He showed up a
real
little bit in the
Devontae
first couple
Adams,
weeks.
please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah, I think it's this week. I really do. The Raiders are going to win this game, but I got a feeling it's going to be another one of those nasty 18-16 games. Raiders cover, but I'm going to go under. Bob.
Rams.
Nope.
Whoops. Raiders or Jags?
Raiders. Give me the Raiders and under.
All right.
I
Keith.
thought maybe he knew something we didn't.
Yeah.
I'll go with the
Yeah, me
Raiders,
too.
but I don't know. I could see the Jaguars kicking a field goal late to win it somehow. We'll go with the Raiders though in the under.
All right. Mike.
Okay, now this is a West Coast East Coast game. Yay! Okay.
Well, Vegas isn't on the coast though. They're
But
not on
they're-
the
But
coast.
pretty
but they
close.
are a Pacific time zone, so
They
we'll
are
see what
pretty
happens.
close.
We'll give that
Yeah.
to them.
Lawrence,
They're-
good
they're-
God.
They're more mountain though,
God,
aren't
you
they?
gotta do something with your hair. What's his name? And where's Robinson hiding? The Jaguars are really awful.
He got traded.
I'm gonna really go with
Robinson
you,
got
David.
traded, Mike. Robinson
Huh?
got traded.
Where'd he
Robinson
go
got
to?
He went to
to Denver?
No.
No.
no,
Rams?
picked him up. Somebody picked him up
Seahawks.
last.
Seahawks.
Oh, okay. But
Where did-
still,
No, that's it.
Oh, oh,
the
what?
Raiders are better.
Was it the Cardinals? No.
No.
Not the Chiefs, was it?
No.
No.
Thank
Where
God.
did Robinson go?
Somewhere in the NFL, I hope.
Somewhere in the West Coast.
Did he go to
The
No.
the
whole league for the West
49.
Coast, aren't
No.
they?
Jets? No, he went
Alex
to
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
He went
Went
to
to
the
the
Rams.
Jets. Okay.
Okay. The one,
yeah,
the one
yeah,
guy.
years ago.
That's
That's
right. He's going to toil. In other words, he'll toil in anonymity. I'm going to take the Raiders. I agree. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. I think it might be like a 20 to 16 game or something like that. I'll go under.
All right. Larry.
What's the over under?
46 and a hook.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the Raiders and under.
Harris.
At least they got West Coast, East Coast right.
Give me Jacksonville in the under. I think the clock's going to screw the Raiders up this week.
All right.
Oh,
Tim.
yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Tim.
Well, yeah. Remember, these are games where they will be, extra. They turn the clock back 1 hour. So, yeah. I also took Jacksonville in the under.
Brian.
I'm going to take Jacksonville in the under. Devontae Adams has realized that Carr is not Rodgers. Waller is fighting a hamstring. Looks like that's going through the whole year. And Mac Hollins, that receiver that's so good, is fighting a heel injury. So I don't think the Raiders they look like a team to me that's packing it in. I'm taking Jacksonville and under.
All right. We're going to Bob. Bob, we got the Dolphins. They're 4.5-point favorites going to the Bears. Bears picked up a little help today.
Yeah, Claypool.
They did get Chase Claypool. Yes, they did, from Pittsburgh. 44 and a hook is the total. 4.5 for the Dolphins. Go for it, Bob.
Dolphins and under.
All right. Keith.
Dolphins in the over here.
Mike.
I want to see James Waddle do better waddling than he did
Keith,
last week.
Keith, did you go over?
I went over, yes.
Okay,
Went over.
thank you. Yeah, I wanted to double
Yeah,
check.
but I still want to see James Waddle better than he did last week. I love his touchdown dance. Chase Claypool, who cares? Give me the fish. And Tua's like on a roll. I'm going to take the fish, and I'm going to go over.
All right. Larry.
All right. I think the Bears are playing better right now. And I'm going to take the Bears and over.
All right. Harris.
Dolphins under.
Tim.
I picked the Dolphins in the over.
Do we have everything covered now?
Nope. We don't have the Bears and under, but Brian's got a chance to do it if he wants to.
No, I'm picking Miami in the over. I think Miami won the trade deadline getting Bradley Chubb and that running back from San Francisco, Wilson.
Gee, are they going to take any more running backs from San Francisco? I mean, they had freaking Mostert. They got this guy. I'm like, come on.
Mostert's playing pretty well.
It comes to me now. You know what? I just ate a fillet of fish, but now I think the fillet of fish is going to eat the Bears.
There you go.
Ace the Bears.
Yeah. Look, Tua may throw for 400 yards, even in that dumpster field. I mean that place right there. That you can't wish your worst enemy to have to play at Soldier Field. Dolphins in over. I like it big here.
Hensley's a DH.
So the next one, Seahawks going to the Cardinals. Cardinals 2.5 favorites. 49
only one
and a half.
305 game and only one 325 game this week.
Do what?
Only one 305 game and only one
325
game.
Two.
Two late games. They're 405.
Yeah, but I mean, but there's just two of them though.
Yeah, 2 or 3 is
One
it.
at 305, one at 325.
Could be the end of the World Series.
Yeah, the World Series has got something to do with it, I'm sure now. Well, no.
No, this was already
They weren't scheduled.
They weren't scheduled to play.
Yeah.
No, they weren't scheduled
But-
to play.
Well, you got to remember, you got 6 teams on a bye this week as opposed to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Dan Iasonia
Oh,
behind the plate. Okay.
You got 3 less games, okay.
Seattle and
Tomorrow night's the best
At the
umpire.
Cardinals 2.5 favorites.
the over under.
49 and a half.
All right. I'm going to go with Seattle in the under.
All right. Mike.
You know, Seattle played really well last week. I have no doubt. Geno Smith, man, everybody keeps talking about him. He gets better and better every week. Why not? Let's go with the Hawks. Let's go with the Seahawks. Oh, what a catch! I'm going to go with the Seahawks in the over.
What was that?
Castellanos made a great catch.
Oh,
Oh, nice
what a
sliding
catch.
catch by
Nice
Castellanos.
catch. Nice
Oh.
catch. Darlene says, nice, awesome catch. Yep. Larry.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Got the
I
answer
guess
first
I'm
out.
going to go with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals and under.
All
right.
right. Oh, sorry,
Castellanos
Larry.
made the
Oh,
diving
that
catch.
Harris.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that division just don't make any sense to me right now. I'm going to go the Cardinals in the over.
Tim, tell
And
us what you
speaking
got.
of gold gloves that Alex mentioned, there were 4 Guardians that won gold gloves.
Yes.
It was.
So,
Well, CBS shows a possible Game 7 between the Phillies and Astros would be on Sunday.
yes,
That's right.
correct.
It would be.
Yep. Like the way it should be. I took
Yep.
the Seahawks because I like what Geno Smith's doing, and they're a little bit more consistent, especially their running game. Their running back they have that replaced knock knock penny, knock knock penny, knock knock penny.
If anybody that doesn't know, that's a Big Bang Theory.
Yes, that's a Big
reference.
Bang
Yeah.
Theory
Oh,
joke.
Sheldon,
Yes.
yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Love it.
Penny.
So,
Penny,
Tim-
penny,
so
or
Tim
penny
is
of the
going with it,
Jets.
and you're going with the
I went with the under in that game.
under. Brian.
I like Seattle in the other under, and I think Tom Carroll should be getting some talk about Coach of the Year. He's got 6 rookies that are just playing out of their mind.
Ooh.
And he's kind of fixed their defense, and he's nursed Geno Smith along beautifully. Yeah, I think Seattle and under.
Or either that or the Seattle whoever's the offensive coordinator could be garnering some coaching.
Head coaching.
Right. Because to me, Carol, like I say, have you ever seen a vegetable laying in a bed? That's Pete Carroll, a vegetable. He brain dead. Ever since you threw
since
it
that
to
Super
1
Bowl.
yard line, ever since he threw it to 1 yard line, Pete Carroll lost all credibility with me. He may have some of the best offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators in the world.
He should
And
have
I
been
tell you,
fired.
but somebody has revived Geno Smith. He's exactly right there. Brian is
Well,
right on that one.
They're not
And-
asking too much of Geno Smith. Kenny Walker has taken over for Rashad.
And the
Penny.
defense,
Oh, yeah.
the defense in the
Defense
last
is
4 weeks has played.
Yeah.
The defense has played. This week, the Cardinals is going to score, but not as much as the Seahawks. Seahawks in the over. Bob.
Seahawks and over.
All right. We go into Mike.
And I know what game it is.
It is the Rams
Mhm.
going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, they're a 3-point favorite at home.
Yeah.
42 and a hook. Go for it, Michael.
Oh, Matthew Pafford. And Brady's got a load off his shoulders. Giselle.
Yeah, he dropped 120 pounds just like that.
Yeah, just like that. He dropped it big time. And you think he's going to be happy? Probably. Anyway, but Matthew Pafford, that's the Little Caesars commercial. Why are the Rams that good? Why are the Rams that bad and Tampa's
Well,
that bad?
also, is Cooper Kupp going to play?
Right. Cup is a game time decision.
Yeah, I heard he hurt his knee or something.
Yeah.
His ankle, but he says he thinks he dodged the bullet and will be able to.
Yeah, they
Michael,
think they have.
You know
Michael-
what though? If I had to put Stafford
Michael-
and Brady next to each other,
Michael,
to
real
see-
quick here, we gotta warn you. This is
I-
West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah, that's right.
But it is
That's
the
West
late
Coast, East Coast. Thanks, Keith. Give me the Brady's. Give me the over. It's national television. Give me the over.
But it is the late game, though, Keith. So they're kind of
Yes, it is.
Larry.
they get a little lucky.
Yeah, okay. And it neutralizes it a little bit.
It somewhat does, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to Tampa Bay in the over.
All right, Harris.
Rams in the over.
And-
Brian.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim.
Yeah, that was the reminder to take Tim. The Rams just a little bit. I don't. Once again, the Tampa Bay offense just blah. So by default, the Rams should score more and win. That's all they have to do, and I'll take the under.
Brian.
I like Tampa Bay, and I think it'll be a defensive snooze fest under.
All these defensive
And 42 in the hook.
Under.
Under. Okay. Man, I'll tell you what. The Buccaneers have not rang the bell all year. They just have not answered the call. This is one I think could be over with by halftime. I think it's a legit 28-7 game, 28-10 game. Still going under because the Bucs don't have enough weight. They can't pull their weight. I like the Rams in this ball game. I like you under.
That's right.
Bob,
2 games.
you're on mute.
Suck. Yeah, suck. 2 games on there for the red zone.
Bob's on mute.
What you
here's-
got?
And who you like now, my friend?
Who we got going?
Rams at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers 3-point favorites.
Oh, Rams
42
over.
Rams in over 42.5. Bob says, and Keith.
Yeah, he's on the phone, so
I'll go with the Rams and the under.
All right, who's on the phone? Bob.
yeah. But
Keith-
he's kind of just gonna say, "Hold on a second,
Yeah.
tell you what I'm thinking," and
Keith, you went over. Under.
Under.
All right. We'll go to Larry. Sunday night game. The Titans of Tennessee going to the Chiefs. The Chiefs, Brian, 12.5-point favorites, 46 and a hook. Go for it, Larry.
I will take the Titans and the over.
All right. Harris.
I hate this game.
I do too.
I'm going to take Michael's my homies, and we're going to go over.
All right. Tim, tell us what you took, my friend.
yeah, with our 5:15 sunset on Sunday, with the clocks going back 1 hour. Yippee! The only reason I went with I'm going to take Kansas City in the under because I think they're going to load 8 men in the box and say either one of Tannehill or Malik Willis, I dare you to throw the ball against us. So they're going to stack 8 in the box, and Henry's going to be stuck in neutral.
So he went with the under.
I did go with the under. Yes.
Brian,
How many points is Kansas City favored?
12.5.
Yeah, I think I'll take Tennessee against the spread. All the Chiefs home games have been pretty close. Their blowouts have been on the road. So I'll take Tennessee in the over.
Over. Okay. Yeah, I'm with Tim here. I got a feeling that running back for Tennessee won't see 50 yards this week. The Chiefs are going to stop the run. And look, if you put 8, 9 in the box, they're just going to dare them to throw the football. I don't think the top. How about this one now? I'm gonna go as far as say this. I say the Titans don't get 6 first downs this whole game. 6 first downs. I ain't gonna go as far as say they get shut out, but I don't think they score a touchdown.
We stopped Derrick Henry in the
God.
AFC Championship game a few years ago, but they
Yeah.
have did this twice at home in regular season.
And I just think the Chiefs are just way too much here. I think the Chiefs are going to put a 40 burger on them. I think this game goes over with the Chiefs putting 40 on.
Oh, they're running 59. Chiefs and over.
Chiefs and over. Keith,
Yeah, I'll go with the Chiefs and the over.
Mike.
You know, I'm going to give it another Michaelism. It's going to be either a major blowout or going to be the little tiny close game. I'm going to go with the major blowout. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the under.
Under.
Got too much
All
travel.
Do what, Larry?
Got too much travel from Tennessee to Kansas City.
Oh, I know. My man, my homie.
they can walk there an hour and a half. Yeah. Harris, Monday night. We got to Baltimore. It's Harris's team, Baltimore Ravens.
Fire the bastard.
3-point favorites. Going to New Orleans. So Baltimore is a 3-point favorite going to New Orleans. 48 and a hook. Harris.
New Orleans in the under. Fire Hardball.
Tim, tell us what you took.
And I also went with Harris. I took New Orleans in the under. I think this could be a turnover
You got to
fest.
drive another hour or so, huh?
Oh. All right, Brian, who are you liking here?
I'll take. To me, it's like a pick'em game, but I'm going to take New Orleans in the under.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, but I am not sold on Jackson. If you watch some of the highlights they show, it's most of the time lowlights. If you get him running for his life, if he throws that ball over 50% of the time, it's either on the ground or either in the other team's hands. That's what you got to do to Jackson. This team can do it. This team can do it. I really think they can. I'm liking the Saints. If you go give me 3 points on top of that, I'll take it. I like the Saints. I'll go with the under. We're going to Bob.
St. Louis and under. I mean, New Orleans and under.
New Orleans and under.
So you picking games that we don't know about?
Yeah, Bob's got a little.
I travel different.
Bob's
got somebody talking in his ear telling him what to do there. Keith, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know if I trust Jackson down in the dome, and Dalton, I think, will do okay. Kamara had a big game this last week, so I'll go with the Saints and the under.
All right, Mike.
You know, no matter what happens, if it's a Game 7 or Lamar Jackson, you realize Lamar Jackson's going to win. Give me the Ravens and give me the over because it's going to be loud there.
Larry.
Yeah, I took New Orleans and the under.
All righty. Now we'll get our locks, and then we'll go and figure out Brian's. Let's go back to last week's locks.
Oh, sure, that sounds.
Brian says the 49ers with the over. Click and click. He got it.
You got my little thing.
Bob said Buffalo in the over. He didn't get that one. Let's see. Harris went with the Cowboys and over. I don't have that thing right here, but if I did,
with the too bad so sad sound.
Let me go get it. Hell, I got it.
Well,
I was playing this a lot Sunday night. Go, yeah. And
who won Sunday night?
The Union won 3-1.
Okay.
Union won 3-1.
Guards.
Yeah, and then what was it? What was the one we were?
Too bad so sad was the one that has the wah 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 wah.
That's one.
Okay. So Harris took the Cowboys and went with the over. He did fine. Yeah, well, close enough, right? Tim took the Vikings and went with the over. Did wonderful there. Keith went with USC and went with the under.
Yeah.
Mike went with Wake Forest against Louisville this week. Larry went with Oregon over California this week. Yeah. Rob took Ohio State. We got the over. So, like a halfway. Let's see. Yeah, that's close. All right. So that's what happened there with our picks to click, our locks.
Still 9 and 7. You would have made money.
Let's see. I'm going to roll dice this week. And let's see, we got an 8-sided. Yeah, we got a 10. We got a 10-sided here. And who's number one? Rob is number one. So I will go first this week. How about that?
Okay.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh man! Oh man!
That guy did.
You know, there's so many kind of up in the air, but you know,
I know what I want.
yeah, but you're not going to get it.
I think I will.
What are you
Hey,
thinking,
Mike.
Giants?
Let's see. I am going to tell. Will somebody probably get them before him? Let's see. You know what? I know how bad University of Virginia is. They are just that bad. I'm taking the University of North Carolina. I'll give 7 points up. I'll go with the under. I'll take Carolina and go under. Bob.
I'm going to surprise everybody. I'm going to go with Liberty.
He's going to go with Liberty. All right.
Wow.
Bob's going to take Liberty and go with the under.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Keith.
I have none.
Well, this probably seems like a very unsafe bet, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins and their
And the over.
and the over, against the Bears.
All right.
Keith, that's not unusual. That was one of the ones I had starred of what I might have taken. So not terrible.
Okay.
Mike.
Wait.
It's you, Mike.
I know. I'm coming. I gotta
So
get
it's
it.
Chris-
Yes. Come on, boys. I'm just hearing her cheering.
West Coast, East Coast, baby. West Coast.
Is it
Go
1-0?
Michigan.
2-0 Phillies. I'll go get my jersey.
Uh-oh. Somebody's playing that
Yeah,
Jim
Harper
McFay
hit,
song.
Harper hit a home run.
Harper
Yep.
hit one out. Okay.
Yep.
Good deal. I'll go get his jersey and put it on in a minute. Mike.
West Coast, East Coast.
Start playing Jeopardy song.
No,
Yeah.
that's Michigan's song.
All right, Michael, what's your pick?
Michigan Rutgers. That's that. You going that west coast to east coast?
That's right. The West Coast, East Coast, baby.
You taking Michigan?
Yes.
All right.
What I want.
All right, hold on. Are you taking over or under, Michael, for that game?
He went with the under.
You
I went under.
Okay.
Yeah, I think under. I think Rutgers is maybe to score 3 points or something like that.
Larry.
Okay.
I am going to go with the Bearcats over Navy.
Cincinnati Bearcats. Ooh, and Larry, and you went with the under.
Yes, I did.
All right. Harris.
The New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints. I like it where everybody's just like, yeah, we know what we want. Harris says, I want that Saints and I want that under. And Tim.
A part of me wants to ride the Minnesota Vikings train
Uh-huh.
because I did it last week.
That's not my cat.
Oh, cats.
You know what?
Anybody got any cats?
I have a cat.
You know what?
Wildcat.
Choo! I'll
Yeah.
go with the Vikings again.
You're going to take a Vikings again. Okay, he's going with the over.
I came real close to taking Houston.
Brian. I almost took the Eagles is what I almost took. Yeah.
I had no choice, but I had nothing.
We like-
Did you do the K-State Texas game?
We did do the Kansas State. Texas is a 1.5 favorite.
I'll take K-State.
You'll take Kansas State in that one? Okay, we'll just write you in right there, okay? We'll just put you down right there. And are you taking the over or under? 56 and a half.
Is that my cat?
Take the over.
Mine.
Over. All right. Now, folks, face to face, head to head, we started off this week. We were 2 behind Brian.
It's outside.
Early on, we looked good. We beat the Raiders. Saints beat the Raiders, put us back to 1 back. But then the Titans beat the Texans, put us back to 2 back. And then the 49ers beat the Rams, I got us as 3 behind. Brian, are we correct there?
Yes.
We are correct. All right. I will get our list.
Good game.
Once we get our list, you can tell us who we got here.
Well, that's your cat.
Let's see.
Right.
Eagles. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the channel that likes the Eagles. So if we're willing to give up 13, we like them straight up. Patriots, the whole crew went with the Pats there. Packers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us went with the Packers. We will go with the Pack. Chargers, 4 of us took the Chargers and gave up points, so we will definitely take them straight up. Next one, the Bills, straight across the line. We took the Bills there, except Harris took the Jets, but everybody gave up points there. Vikings, that's a no-brainer. We will take them against the Commanders. The Bengals. Okay, now this is a good one. Bob, Mike, and Harris like the Bengals. Tim, do you see the Bengals winning this outright?
Yes.
Okay, so we will take the Bengals. I would have went along with them had you not done it. So Raiders, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the Raiders, we will go with the Raiders. Dolphins, we all went except Larry, so we will take the Dolphins in this ball game. Seahawks. Okay, whoa. Okay, now we got to see. Cardinals are 2.5 favorites. Bob, are the Cardinals going to win but not cover, or you like the Seahawks straight up?
Hawk straight up.
Mike.
The Seahawks.
Keith.
Seahawks.
Tim.
Seahawks.
All right, so we're taking the Seahawks straight up in this game. All right, we're going over. Let's see. The Bucks are favored by 3. I personally think the Rams can win this game. I'll take the Rams straight up. Tim.
I will take the Rams straight up.
Harris.
Rams.
Bob.
Rams.
All right, so we will take the Rams in this game. Chiefs, we got them because we all given up points other than Larry. And then, okay, Mike's got the Ravens and given up 3. Now, does anybody on the Saints side like the Ravens to win but by less than 3? Tim.
No, I like New Orleans straight up.
Harris.
New Orleans to embarrass Harbaugh straight up.
Bob.
New Orleans.
Keith.
Saints.
All right, so we will take the Saints in that game. All right, Brian, we took the Eagles and you took
Philadelphia.
All right, we took the Patriots and you took the
Patriots.
All right, we took the Packers and you took the
Packers.
We took the Chargers and you took
Chargers.
All right, we lost somebody. Who?
Bob.
Bob.
Bye, Bob.
We hope he's back. We took the Bills and you took the
Buffalo.
We took the Vikings and you took
Vikings.
All right. Okay, hold on for a second. Let's let Bob back in here.
Hey, he's back.
Yep. We took the Bengals and you took
Cincinnati Bengals.
All right. We took the Raiders and you took
I personally took Jacksonville, but everybody else liked Las Vegas, so we go with Las Vegas.
Okay, we got you. We took the Dolphins and you took
Dolphins.
We took the Seahawks and you took
Seahawks.
All right. We took the Rams and you guys took
Tampa Bay.
All right. So Rams is the first one we went against them. We took the Chiefs, and if you didn't take the Chiefs, we're going to have to go run after your son-in-law.
We took the Chiefs.
Yeah. And we took the Saints, and you took
Baltimore.
Oh, they took the Ravens. Okay. All right.
Yay.
Right
So
now,
we
we're minus
got
3.
two this week.
So Rams and Bucks, we took different. We took the Rams. Brian's team took the Bucks. We took the Saints. They took the Ravens.
So we each got one road team and one got one home team.
Yep.
We
That's
see
it.
both those games as pick 'em games, so I think they could go either way.
and we both they got the spread guys both times -3 on both sides. So we'll see what happens there. I'm going to go ahead and go start watching some baseball.
Me too.
We will be back here again Tuesday night. If anybody on the channel contacts me and says, "Look, Rob, Tuesday doesn't work out for me," I'll get together personally with you on Monday. I got Tim's picks yesterday. Tim said I may not be there, Rob, and he ended up getting here though. But if it's a chance you can't get here on Tuesday night, let me know. Let me know. I will stream yard with you, and I'll get your picks from you, and we'll do it like that. For Keith, for Larry, for Harris, for Tim, for Brian, for Bob, and who we missing?
Lost Mike.
And for
Hi, Michael.
Mike,
Mike's going back to the North Pole.
he's going back to the south. He's going back to the West Pole.
Yeah,
He's going back to the West Pole. He doesn't know.
He's going to directional pole.
Directional Texas. He's going to directional Texas. We just don't know which way. And yeah, if you see Mike, he may be on the side of a milk carton because we just lost him. My name's Rob. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Definitely check out Brian's channel. Brian has his picks on just before we do. He and his crew, they pick their games, we pick our games, and then we get together here. And we're only 3 down right now, so we'll see what happens. You all have a great
Rob,
night.
are you ever going to have the cake lady on?
I've been trying to get in touch with her. She said she keeps telling me she's busy, working 15 hours a week.
Well, it could be.
I'm pushing for the cake lady, but if we can't get her, Harris has got to go to the pizza place. I've got her phone number. I've got her.
You know what, Rob? We might be able to do that either late this week or early next week when I stop
That'd be
down.
cool. And we'll try to have that live on the channel, folks. We'll
Yeah,
try to have that live on the channel.
That
Yeah.
place is only like 10 minutes away from the hospital.
Okay. All right. All you got to do is let me know the day it works out for you, and I will open up the StreamYard. I will have it, and I will just say we're going to have the pizza lady here. I'll give you her name.
Probably scared her to death.
I got the phone number right here, but we won't even need that because if you could contact me, I'm going to say you won't remember me, but I contacted you the day before a hurricane came through your house. So you all have a great rest of your evening. God bless. Go Phillies. Let's get up 2-1.
Right, take care.
I hope by next Tuesday we can say World Championship Phillies. We'll see. You all have a great night. God bless.
Later, guys.
All right, later, guys.
Bye-bye.